Der Blick hinter mir mal bei meinen ganzen Figuren, die wo zum Großteil nur aus Raum bestehen, lassen wir jetzt mal weg. Oh, er ist
Come
gefangen.
on, you guys. I'm nothing but a poor tourist with empty pockets. Please, just let me go.
Quietly now.
Wie er ins Wasser läuft und gleich einfach stirbt.
Well, well, look who it is. I was wondering who could be valiant enough to wipe the floor with these guys so easily. Turns out it was the distinguished traveler. Really, I can't thank you enough.
Kennst du mich?
Of course I was aware of you long before you arrived in Inazuma. Though the Sakoku decree managed to keep the country locked up, it wasn't able to stop the incredible stories about you. Every day, all of those little stories would come scurrying over to my desk, like files with little feet. I was actually thinking about going to meet you once I wrapped up the business at hand. Who would have guessed that you'd show up first?
Der hat jetzt irgendwie einen komplett anderen Vibe eigentlich, wie jetzt gerade in der anderen Mission. In der anderen Mission wirkte der so ruhig und bedacht und hier wirkt er ein bisschen, keine Ahnung, cheeky? Ein bisschen nervig?
I got so excited I nearly forgot to introduce myself. Ahem. The name's Shikanoin Heizou, Special Detective of the Tenryou Commission. It's a pleasure to meet you, traveler. I wish you all the best on your journey through Tibet, by the way.
Jemand hat mich beauftragt, dich zu suchen.
I guess that means I've taken over as the main character in your story today.
Okay.
I've always heard that you take commissions from all kinds of people, helping everyone out with everything you can imagine. So now it's my turn to take your help, huh? Don't mind if I do.
Bist du nicht neugierig, wer es in Auftrag gegeben hat?
That was already obvious to me. It's no coincidence that you've arrived here. Because that would be the stuff of an epic novel. The two protagonists of the story both travel to Watatsumi Island by chance and cross paths as if by fate. The traveler from afar heroically rescues the weak and defenseless detective from the clutches of the ruthless Nobushi. Traveler, you are so dreamy. Unfortunately, though, I don't believe in coincidences. So, guessing you came to me on the police station's commission.
Woher weißt du das?
I'm a detective. Can you guess what gave it away?
Du bist ein Prophet. Du hast es an meinem Gesichtsausdruck erraten. Hast es anhand meiner Worte erraten. Meiner Kleidung und Prophet ist Schwachsinn. Gesichtsausdruck oder hast du anhand meiner Worte? Hat man mich vermisst? Hä, wer bist du? Nick Schmadde, ja klar. Guten Abend, Schunking. Hast du es anhand meines Gesichtsausdrucks verraten? Worte.
Sounds like you already have some ideas about the work of a detective. Let me ask you this. What's that your little sidekick is holding? If I'm not mistaken, it's a commission letter from the police station.
Warum hat die das in der Hand? Hinter dir versteckt eine dumme kleine Anhängerin, schnell die Vollmacht in ihrer Hand.
What? Paimon's just here to take a look. And hey, who are you calling a little sidekick? Paimon was worried he might be in danger, so Paimon came to help. Why are you two staring at Paimon? Is Paimon not supposed to be here?
Ich hab dich nur angesehen.
Yeah, I'm also just taking a look.
He can look, but you can't.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. After all, this is the first time I've seen a voice. I must admit, I'm most intrigued.
Göttlichen Mund?
Huh? Voice? What are you talking about?
A vision is an external magical focus, right? Well, similarly, a voice is an external voice box. I've heard that the traveler isn't very talkative, but given how chatty you are, you must be his voice, right?
That sounds awful! Paimon's not somebody's voice. Paimon's emergency food.
Weil was? Hat sie das gerade echt gesagt?
No, wait! Paimon's so upset she can't think straight. Paimon is Paimon. How dare you give Paimon such a terrible nickname? We came here to rescue you, but you actually opened the cage yourself. You were only pretending to be captured by the Nobushi, weren't you? Pretty suspicious. delicious if you ask Paimon. Come out with it, mister. What kind of schemes are you up to?
Sheesh. For someone who says they don't want to be a voice, you sure do talk a lot.
Die besten Freunde. Ich bin mies erkältet und alles tut mir weh. Dann erhol dich gut. Und gerade jetzt zu Neujahr. Ich würde es auch aber auch gern wissen, Herr Detektiv, was magst du hier eigentlich?
Well, let me think for a moment. Yes, all this started a long time ago, during the war. Kujo Takayuki, who was head of the Tenryo Commission at the time, had secretly asked me to investigate the military capabilities of Sangonomiya. But I had already grown tired of the guy for a while, so I simply treated the trip as a paid vacation. I had heard that Watatsumi Island is really beautiful. As for the mission, I thought I'd just come up with some random excuses or whatever when I reported back. But guess what? The first night I arrived on Watatsumi Island, I had a dream. The dream contained only one message, an echo resounding from the depths of the earth that kept ringing in my ears, saying...
Heißt, und er hat sich dann
Something
mitgenommen.
vital is missing on this island.
Okay.
Isn't that bizarre? Something vital has gone missing on this island. Has something evaporated into thin air?
Paimon bets it must be something delicious.
Beide.
Because the soil of Watatsumi Island can't grow crops. There's a shortage of food here.
Oh. Food, huh? How about you, traveler? What do you think is missing?
Musik, Gott. Es war vielleicht einfach nur ein Traum. Es fehlt Paimon. Keine Ahnung. Musik haben wir doch hier. Fehlt ein Gott?
You mean the Great Serpent? Well, that's an interesting answer. But the Electro Archon hasn't abandoned this place. Interestingly, I didn't have the same dream again after I left this place. So I became even more intrigued. Was this really just some random dream? Some people believe that dreams represent the Divine's helping hand, which I suppose is understandable. However, if you ask me, dreams have nothing to do with the gods. It was my intuition telling me that there was something important about this island that, poof, suddenly vanished. So I decided to accept this little commission from my intuition and investigate to see if I could come up with any compelling findings. Unfortunately, the investigation has had little progress up to this point.
Hat das etwas mit diesem Nobushi zu tun?
Who knows? I felt there was something peculiar about them, so I pretended to get captured to see if there were any leads that would surface. And that's when you showed up.
Tut mir leid, dass ich deinen Plan unterbrochen habe.
Nah, don't worry about it. These guys were just a bunch of small fries. Besides, your arrival is much more important to me. I have a feeling you can help me find the answer to my dream. So how would you like to partner up on this one? We can work together to solve the mystery.
Aber ich habe ja noch eine Mission und musste ich erst zurückbringen.
Yes, of course, I understand. But let me ask one more question. Did the police station say they are looking for me because of something important? Well, then it's probably nothing major. Most likely they're short on staff or something petty like that, and they happen to remember their model employee. So since we're already here, why don't we just solve this puzzle together? Once everything is settled, I'll gladly accompany you back to the police station, or anywhere else you'd like to go. What do you think?
Ich interessiere mich sehr für deinen Traum, aber ich muss dich zuerst zurückbringen, ist meine Mission. Ich denke, dein Traum ist zu mysteriös. Du musst erst zurückgehen. Jemand macht sich Sorgen um deine Sicherheit. Guter Traum hat mein Interesse geweckt. Ich werde bei der Untersuchung helfen. Ich finde deinen Traum zu mysteriös, aber da du unbedingt hierbleiben möchtest, werde ich dich begleiten. Auch mein Interesse geweckt. Ich werde bei der Untersuchung helfen.
It's a deal then, partner. So, let's get started, shall we? First, we can search the camp for clues.
Das Zeug zum Wanderer sammeln ist echt nervig, vor allem diese Pilze. Naja, das Sammeln des Zeug für ihn muss genauso nervig sein wie der Typ selber. Wanderer nervig? Dann muss auch das Zeug zum Sammeln nervig sein. Das ist die Experience, was man da berichtet.
Ooh, what's the shiny thing? Oh,
Schön, dass du gute Laune hast, Klaus. Was ist da drin?
Hey, isn't this crystal mirror?
Andere ist toll. Pff. Klar, wenn man denkt, wenn man es wirklich meint.
So, have you found anything?
Viel Kristallmark und viele Sangoperlen.
Yes, I've found pretty much the same. And there really are a lot.
Aren't these all super expensive? Oh, these must be the valuable things that went missing from the island. That's it. The Nobushi must have stolen them all.
I don't know if I'd go that far. The Nobushi would be very hard-pressed to find many opportunities to get their hands on commodities like these.
Huh? What do you mean? Did the Nobushi gather all this themselves?
No, that's unlikely. Crystal marrow is a rare material for crafting weapons, and Sango pearls are an even more precious commodity.
Naja, so selten sind die nicht. Die wachsen alle 2 Tage.
Here's what I think. Due to Watatsumi's poor soil, the island's economy is quite fragile and heavily reliant on the trade of these special resources. So, it's absolutely vital that they keep them under lock and key and well out of the Nobushi's reach. Which means they got lucky with a huge batch like this. My guess is they ambushed a caravan. If we go ask around the Sangonomiya Shrine, we can find out if there have been any recent instances of caravans being plundered.
Ich habe gute Kontakte zum Sangonomiya-Schrein. Kommt mit mir.
Perfect. I knew you'd be a huge help.
Well, duh! The traveler is Paimon's companion after all.
Was hat das jetzt mit dir zu tun, Paimon? Ich habe die PlayStation Plus 12 Monate gekauft. Spielst du so viel online? Jetzt muss ich demnächst endlich mal God of War das dann fertig spielen. Schaut ja so aus, wie wir Richtung Ende sind. Jibada, was los?
Captain, I see you found the detective.
Wenn ehrlich bin, es nervt mich ein bisschen, dass die mich ständig Truppenführer nennen. Wir haben diese Truppe einmal angeführt. Einmal. Und dann war der Krieg vorbei. Mehr haben wir nicht gemacht.
Watatsumi Island sure is a beautiful place. I don't think I could ever leave.
You can stay as long as you like, granted you don't cause any trouble, that is. Her Excellency has stated that all friendly visitors are welcome.
Ich möchte fragen, ob Händler oder Karawanen in letzter Zeit Warendiebstahl gemeldet haben.
Incidents of stolen goods? Not that I'm aware of. Her Excellency has recently launched several measures to boost the economy, including the development of trade routes and establishing our own caravans. Troops have also been deployed to protect them, so it is only reasonable to assume that the current trade routes are already very safe.
That's strange. Then where did the Nobushi get those goods from?
Huh? You mean you found goods of unknown origin?
Yep, and it's all Sango pearls and crystal marrow, so we know it's local.
Could there have really been a theft that hasn't been reported? That shouldn't be the case. Well, perhaps you could go ask Todoroki. He's responsible for the caravans and is usually in the village at night preparing the goods. If some
Great. Thank you for all the info. Let's go.
Hey, traveler! It's been a while.
Hey,
Missed
Goro.
you. Why didn't you inform me that you'd be coming over today?
General Goro.
You're dismissed, Shibata. You may go about your other duties while I catch up with the traveler.
Geh deine Arbeit erledigen. Der steht immer noch da, wo er eigentlich vorher bewachen soll. Ist nicht so, als ob du dann sagst, mach nur deine Arbeit. Halt, warte, er steht da sowieso da.
Yes, General Goro.
I overheard you discussing a case of stolen goods. Is that right?
Du hast viel zu gute Ohren, ne? China.
That's right. We found a lot of Watatsumi's valuable products in a Nobushi camp.
Ups. So, jetzt. Ich habe den Namen noch schnell geändert. Wir übergeben Goro die beiden Nobushi entdeckten Waren. Wieso begeben? Der kann sich selber holen.
So you've come to ask if we know of any relevant cases. Well, I'm ashamed to say that, yes, the caravans have been plundered. And not just once, I'm afraid.
Was war denn die Aussage gerade? Bist du ziemlich sicher? Es sind so viele Leute ausgesendet worden. Voll der Betrug. Guten Abend, Cora.
We had already dispatched additional forces to protect the caravans, yet the crooks still managed to get away with the goods.
And you're concerned that if this kind of news were to get out, it would undermine the confidence of other caravans. So you didn't make it public, and instead kept the news to only a select few.
That's correct. I never expected you to be so concerned about Watatsumi's affairs, Detective Heizou.
Just a force of habit, really. As a detective, I notice these kinds of things.
Oh, so you two already know each other?
Actually, I've only heard of Detective Heizou from the soldiers' reports. We've never met in person.
Ah, darn it. You're right. Now that you mention it, I've been on Watatsumi Island all this time and still haven't properly introduced myself. Man alive, please forgive me. It's a pleasure to meet you, General Goro. I'm Shikanoin Heizou of the Tenryo Commission.
Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you too. I'd like to express my gratitude to you for stepping in and helping recover those goods.
Ah, don't mention it. You never know what you'll find when you're out for a stroll. But if the source of the problem is not addressed, I'm afraid this sort of situation will continue cropping up for you.
Yes, of course. Not only have we reassured the affected caravans, but we also dispatched personnel to investigate the culprits. The reports indicated that the stolen goods were being delivered to a merchant of the International Trade Association named Godot. It all seems pretty unusual. We suspect that there are bigger players behind Godot, and that their target is none other than Watatsumi Island's valuable resources. But unfortunately, it would be difficult for us to investigate further, given that...
Given that Rito, the island where the International Trade Association is located, is not part of your territory, yes. They have cleverly picked their base of operations.
I can see you catch on quickly, Detective Heizou.
It's my guess that you're telling us this because you're going to ask us to assist you in finding who's behind all this, right?
You're always thinking one step ahead. Yes, those were exactly my intentions. And of course, we will prepare a generous reward for you. The recent end of the war, trade and commerce have now become an important component of Watatsumi Island's development. Ensuring safety of the trade routes is critical, and we can't afford any further incidents. So, will you please help Watatsumi Island, Detective Heizou?
I'm willing to assist, but it all depends on what he wishes.
Als Truppenführer von Schwertschwert 2 ist es meine Pflicht, Watatsumi zu helfen. Goro ist mein Kumpel, diesen Gefallen muss ich ihm tun. Hat garantiert nichts mit deinen Prämien oder so zu tun. Ich muss meine Pflicht machen.
Great! With both Detective Heizou and the Traveler on the case, I'm sure it'll be solved in no time. The situation is now in your capable hands. I look forward to hearing your report when you get back.
All right, we'll take care of it. Traveler, let's go discuss where to head from here.
Manchmal sind seine eigene Zeitrechnung. Hey, wenn ich auf diesem Kanal sage, dass jetzt Samstag ist, obwohl Freitag ist, dann ist Samstag. Und ich habe nie behauptet, dass Genshin Samstag nicht auch am Freitag sein kann. Da habt ihr's.
Hey, why are we talking way over here? Oh, you're not trying to get away from Goro so he can't overhear us, are you?
Very perceptive. Seems even Paimon has her moments.
Wie ist er halt ständig das, Alter?
Let me ask you, do you believe in intuition?
Huh? Intuition? Where are you going with this?
My intuition tells me that General Goro is lying.
Was? Was ist denn hier los heute?
What? How could you say that? Although he did seem a little on the serious side today, but Goro's a good guy.
Good people can be deceptive, too. After all, everyone has their secrets.
Ich habe keine Geheimnisse. Wo kommen die ganzen Leichen her? Nix, Schmarre. Die sind im Keller. Wie kommst du darauf?
Well, in my opinion, the timing of his appearance was a little too coincidental. Sanganamiya's soldiers have been keeping an eye on me for the entire time I've been on Watatsumi Island, yet I had never seen General Goro even once.
Der große General, so groß ist der gar nicht. Außer er hat ein Kleid an.
But today he came out and met with us, and even commissioned us to investigate a case.
Maybe that's because the Traveler is here today, and Goro thinks he's more capable.
Really? Huh. Then that makes things even more peculiar. If there are powerful players behind this case and he needs to draw upon external support, then he should have taken action sooner rather than wait until today. A more plausible explanation is that the items we discovered are linked with some unspeakable secret, and he had to intervene to prevent us from digging any deeper. Then he put up a smokescreen to mislead us. I surmise that investigating the merchant Godot on retail will yield no results.
Whoa, are you serious? But this is all just a hunch you have, right?
Actually, there is another key factor behind my reasoning, though you may not believe me. I sense something special about Goro.
Something special?
Yes. Whatever is missing on this island, I sense it in him.
Whoa! Hold it right there! Are you saying Goro's a thief? As in he took something valuable?
It's not that simple. I can't fully explain it. It's just my intuition.
Ich kenne Goros Charakter, er ist nicht gut in sowas.
Sure, I trust your judgment. But perhaps you're overlooking someone else, the true leader here.
Das ist Kokomi. Nun, du hast mich irgendwie davon überzeugt, dass es hier vielleicht wirklich ein Geheimnis gibt. Was willst du tun? Nein, du bist zu sensibel, vielleicht sind die Dinge gar nicht so kompliziert und wir sollten nach Rito gehen, um Untersuchungen über Goto anzustellen. Oder Godot? Ach, keine Ahnung. Ja, okay,
It's
los.
simple. We should just investigate whatever it is they're trying to hide from us. And what were we planning to do just before Goro showed up?
Oh, we were going to talk to the leader of the caravans. Yeah, someone named Todoroki.
Bingo. There's no time to lose. Let's go talk to this Todoroki.
Yeah. Okay. Der verlorene Gegenstand. Warte bis nachts 20. Okay. Kann ich das von hier auch noch? Da. Okay. Okay, weiter. Dann über ins Dorf. Ja, aber wenn diese ganzen Perlen und dieses Kristallmark und so, wenn das so wichtig fürs Land ist, sind wir denn dann schuld, dass wir schlechte Wirtschaft haben? Ich meine, oh nein, wir haben heute wieder nichts zu essen, der Traveler ist wieder gekommen und hat unsere ganzen Perlen geklaut. Guten Abend, Guys. Ich meine, wir plündern denen ihr Land die ganze Zeit.
Todoroki, the shipment has arrived and is ready for inspection.
Good, let's go.
Hey, it's Todoroki!
Keep quiet. Let's follow him and see where he leads us.
Ah, scheiße, eine Schleicheinlage.
Man alive.
Todoroki, the shipment has arrived and is...
Good.
Hä? Was hab ich vermasselt?
Man alive.
Todoroki, the
Willst du mich verarschen? Kaum fange ich an, bin ich im Prinzip schon zu weit weg. Das macht ja gar keinen Sinn eigentlich. Ah! Oh, das war scheiß knapp jetzt. Warum dreht ihr euch so oft rum, ihr Säcke? Ich bin ein Topf. Das sind schon ziemlich misstrauische Gesellen, ne, wenn sie sich 10-mal umdrehen. Merkt der Typ da rechts eigentlich, dass wir den verfolgen?
Your intel was spot on. When we arrived, the Nobushi were all still asleep. We captured them all, and the goods were retrieved and brought back here.
I'll take a look. Everything seems in order. Good work.
Du hast nicht mal aufgemacht.
It's nothing. Thanks to the efforts of your caravan, the price of grain in the village has decreased.
That's right. And who would have thought that the injuries we sustained during the war would have such a lingering effect on our bodies? But thankfully, you also brought back some life-saving medicine.
Things are improving thanks to the help from those up top. Oh, by the way, what is the state of the village's inventory? Make sure that it's confirmed tonight. I have to leave tomorrow morning after I go to the Sangonomiya Shrine and get instructions from General Goro.
Don't worry. We've already prepared the list. Just follow us.